Hello everyone, welcome back to your English class. I hope you all are fit and fine. Today we are going to start with a wonderful poem, Grandma Climbs a Tree, written by Ruskin Bond. This poem is taken from Raintree English Course Book for class 6th. Ruskin Bond was born in Kasoli in 1934 and now lives in Missouri. Bond's great ability to find and describe unusual persons and events with a sense of pleasure. The poem brings out his grandma's personality and it also clearly shows the love and respect that he has for her. Ruskin Bond is an Indian author of British descent. He lives with his adopted family in Missouri. The Indian Council for Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. He was awarded the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grown in Dehra, his novel in English. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and the Padma Bhushan in 2014. The poem Grandma Climbs a Tree portrays Ruskin Bond's love for his family. Ruskin Bond in this poem tells us how his grandma had a passion for climbing trees from a very young age and how she could climb tree till the age of 62. The only problem was that Bond's family was scared that one day she would fall. Once, when everyone except Grandma was out of town, the old lady climbs a tree but is not able to come down. After being rescued, as Bond puts it, the doctor advises her rest. However, Grandma is not able to live without a tree. So she tells Bond's father to build a tree house. Accordingly, Bond and his father build a tree house, and this way Bond and his grandma spend evenings sitting in the tree house drinking sherry. This poem shows the unconditional love Bond has towards his family. It shows his ability to enjoy unusual events and actions. Let's understand the poem in detail. The poem goes in this way. My grandmother was a genius. You'd like to know why? Because she could climb trees, spreading or high. She'd be up there, branches in a trice. And mind you, when last she climbed a tree, she was 62. Ever since childhood, she'd had this gift for being happier in a tree than in a lift. And though as years went by, she would be told that climbing trees should stop when one grew old, and that growing old should be gone about gracefully. She'd laugh and say, well, I'll grow old disgracefully. In these lines, Ruskin Bond poetically describes his granny's love for trees. The poet begins the poem by calling her genius as she could climb any type of trees easily. She had learned it from her brother when she was 6 and she had been climbing trees since then. As she grew old, she was advised not to climb trees as it looked disgraceful. However, she did not pay any heed to this advice. I can't do it better, and we had to agree, for in all the garden there wasn't a tree she hadn't been up at one time or another, having learned to climb from a loving brother when she was 6. But it was feared by all that one day she'd have a terrible fall. The outcome was different. While we were in town, she climbed a tree and couldn't come down. After the rescue, the doctor took Granny's temperature and said, I strongly recommend a quiet week in bed. We signed with relief and tucked her up well. Poor Granny, for her it was like a brief season in hell, confined to her bedroom while every breeze whispered of summer and dancing leaves. But she held her peace till she felt stronger, then sat up and said, I lie here no longer. And she called for my father and told him undaunted that a house in a tree top was what she now wanted. These lines tells us that everyone in the family feared that one day she would fall, but she never fell. However, one day when she was alone at home, she climbed a tree but could not come down. She was rescued from the tree top. After that, she fell ill. The doctor was called. He took her temperature and advised her bed rest for a week. Everyone was relieved as they thought this will stop Granny's tree climbing. But the situation was quite contrary to everyone's expectations. The granny grew miserable lying in the bed. Obviously, she was missing tree climbing. She sat up on her bed and declared she would not be confined to bed any longer. She called the poet's father and instructed him to have a house built for her in the treetop. My dad knew his duties. He said, That's all right. You'll have what you want, dear. I'll start working tonight. With my expert assistant, he soon finished the chore, made her a tree house with windows and a door. So Granny moved up, and now every day I climb to her room with glasses and a tray. She sits there in state and drinks sherry with me, upholding her right to reside in a tree. These lines tells us that the dutiful dad did the granny's wish. With the poet's help, he built a beautiful treetop house for the granny. The granny moved into the treetop house. The poet took her meals up the treetop. She had a wonderful time living in the treetop house. This poem tells us that Granny seems to be an adventurous person. She likes climbing all sorts of trees and she is not afraid. She is also young at heart. She does not let her age stop her doing the things that she has enjoyed doing since she was a child. Granny also knows her mind and does not let other people tell her what to do. But she also loves her family and her family loves her. They worry about her. This shows that she is a caring person, so she tried to listen to their concern. However, when she wants something, she is blunt and to the point and tells people what she wants. Her family respects her enough to do as she says.